Hey guys, Jackson here from the Wrightway Sports Network, and on today's edition of The Breakdown, we're talking about why James Harden is playing the best basketball of his entire NBA career so far this season for the Brooklyn Nets. Let's get it. We all know Harden is a phenomenal scorer of the basketball, as he's led the NBA in points per game each of the 3 seasons prior to this one. So I want to focus more on the playmaking ability of James Harden today, as he currently leads the league with 11.2 assists per game. Harden absolutely loves to slow down the pace of the game. He takes a few dribbles here at the top of the key to assess the defense before going into his isolation on heel. As he isos, these crossovers between the legs give Harden some time to go through his offensive progressions. He probably checks to see if Jeff Green or TLC are going to cut inside from the wing, but because the lane is so clogged, neither of them are doing so. So that leaves Harden with a couple options. He can step back and launch a 3 himself. He ultimately recognizes that the most efficient shot is a catch and shoot from Joe Harris, which results in 3 points for the Brooklyn Nets. I've been super impressed with Harden's ability to transition so seamlessly into the Nets offense this year. Harden last season took over 22 shots per game for the Rockets, and he had to carry the offense on his back. This season for the Nets, that number has dropped all the way down to 15.8 shots per game. Harden still leads the Nets with 95 touches per game, but he's passing up on bad shots like contested 3s and long 2s, and instead is trusting the offense he has around him and kicking the ball out for perimeter shots to Joe Harris and letting Kyrie and KD isolate a little bit more so Harden doesn't have to carry as much of the offensive load. When Kyrie Irving was asked about James Harden's increased role in the Nets offense as a playmaker, Irving had this to say about his backcourt mate.
We established that maybe 4 days ago now. I just looked at him and I said, you're the point guard and I'm going to play shooting guard. And that was as simple as that. So he's been taking control of the responsibilities and doing an incredible job. It just makes my job easier to just go out and play.
Last week, James Harden had an absolutely incredible 38-point, 11-assist performance against the Phoenix Suns in a win on the road without Kyrie Irving or Kevin Durant. Again, we see Harden isolate at the top of the key, but this time he drives to the basket, drawing Chris Paul off the wing as it looks like Harden's going to go for the Euro step like he usually does, but instead he passes it out for the 3-pointer to Jeff Green, who nails it and narrows it down to only a 5-point game. After not leading for the entire game up until this point, James hits what becomes the eventual game winner, sealing the W for the Nets on the road against a very good Phoenix Suns team. Look, KD and Kyrie have been fantastic all year long. No one's denying that. I personally feel like James Harden is the most important piece to this Nets team. He's going to take a back seat as a scorer and then up his game as a facilitator and a playmaker. And he's just elevating all of his teammates on the offensive end of the floor. And while the Nets were certainly dangerous with just KD and Kyrie and Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, all those guys, I think it's because of James Harden that the Nets are really going to be a force to be reckoned with come playoff time in the NBA. Thank you guys for watching another episode of The Breakdown. Follow me on Instagram at Jackson Bragman for more amazing sports content. Follow at TWSN on Instagram and subscribe to TWSN on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Wham!